And we are live. Good afternoon. Happy New Year to everybody out there. I hope everybody had a good New Year's. Uh, Nancy and I didn't do anything. We just sat here and watched it on TV because they closed the strip down. There wasn't anything. Fremont Street was open, so they did a little bit there, and then the Plaza Hotel shut off some fireworks, but that was the extent of it. I was in bed at 12:05. So, but other than that, Captain Jerk's here, but he's in the process of going through a food order that they had delivered to the house.
All right.
And they missed up and didn't give him some stuff. Here's Anthony. Hey, Anthony.
Anthony.
Hey, what's your zip code again?
50123.
So did you find your missing engine?
Yeah. It's got a nice big picture of it and everything.
Anthony, did you hear me say 50123?
Yeah.
How you doing?
You know that zip code. How you doing? I didn't
Hey,
stay.
Dave. Anthony, thanks for having me up, Tom.
Not a problem.
No, me and my uncle was just talking about my old 350 Go rocket engine I used to have. And,
Yeah.
and I seen your deal pop up for you live. And I said, look, there it is right there. Look, he was nice to put a ramjet on it.
Well, I didn't quite make it to midnight last night. So what I thought I'd do is open the champagne on the show and toast.
Hey, look, brother. You want to be an alky? Don't use this for an excuse. Pop that baby.
Well, I'm gonna go get it. You'll probably hear it.
Hey, if you're gonna toast, where's your bread?
Yeah. There you go.
But yeah, I made it to. I watched Johnny 5 when they did it in England, and that was about 4:00 my time in the afternoon. And then from there, I waited, and then Jimmy C jumped on around 8:30, 8:00, somewhere around there. And
I seen that.
a little bit. And then wife wanted something else to do. And next thing I knew, my brother was calling me at 10:00, telling me, wishing me Happy New Year's. And I says, no, I got 2 hours yet. I said, you in Chicago right now are in year 2021. Me in Las Vegas, I'm in year 2020 still. I'm behind.
I said Happy New Year so many times when my wife got home. Just right at our midnight, I just went, eh. Yeah. Of course, she was just getting off of work, and her attitude was, eh.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink me two. Her attitude was, I'm gonna drink me 2 beers. I'm going to bed. To hell with this place.
Yeah. All right. Looks like Captain Jerk is getting ready to show us something here. So should I present him? Let's present Captain Jerk. There we go.
I ain't showing nothing. I'm just getting to work.
Oh. Okay.
I got stuff I gotta do.
Oh man, I thought you were doing a new episode of what not to put in the microwave.
I don't even have a microwave yet, dork.
Oh, I guess the last episode was a doozer. It took the microwave.
At Hill Air Force, when I was stationed at Hill Air Force Base, we were in family housing, and there was a kid across the way from us who sat there and wanted to dry his kitty cat, so we put it in the microwave. Ain't no lie.
Oh yeah,
no lie.
I heard they've actually had recordings where people put puppies in there, thinking it would drown.
Yeah,
that's to me. That's when a person needs to be educated before they get a certain piece of equipment.
Yeah, puppy in the microwave. Your parents come home. Why won't this thing dry? Oh, don't dry stuff in the microwave. Hey, what's for dinner? It smells good.
Yeah.
Is that Chinese?
Yeah. Are we
Yes,
eating
it
cat
is.
knees? Are we eating cat knees tonight, honey?
No, its name is Chihuahua. Same thing.
I guess the next thing,
if you get a long enough piece of fur, you can use it for dental floss.
yeah. I guess next when you buy a microwave, there's going to be a decal on the glass that says no living animals going to have a cat and dog on it.
So I just got this today in my food order.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Oh,
So now I can beat. So now I can beat things,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
or I can whisk them.
Yeah. Oh,
That was Peter going to pop out here. He's cleaning up. I have the same mixture.
This is the only beating you could give your wife without getting arrested.
the reason I was talking about engines, Tom, me and my uncle went to his barn and he had 302 Bosses, complete engines. And they were in the back, and he hadn't messed with them in a while. You could tell the tarp wasn't quite dirty enough to be the fact it had been there that long and nobody touching it.
Hey, Cat, does this look familiar?
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Does that look familiar?
I'm presented.
You're presented. Cap's presented, Tom.
Yeah, we can't see you, Tom.
Can't see anything else, anybody.
There you go. Oh, there you go. Cool. Ooh, you fancy fecker. You get the silver one.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I didn't get it. My wife got it.
Hey, all they had was the black one in stock.
Yeah. But no, my uncle went in the barn and pulled the tarp back, and 2 of the 302s, the whole top ends were missing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's pissed. He's pissed. Luckily, we know who it was because he has a camera in his barn.
It shouldn't be too difficult to figure out who the thief is anyway.
It's his younger brother, my other uncle.
Yeah, that was a no-brainer. That was a no-brainer. Come on now. Who's going to steal from you first? The guy next door or your family?
That's right. Somebody you're
Family.
most likely somebody you know is going to steal from you.
Yep. Always suspect your family first.
So since I didn't,
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
so since I didn't toast last night, I'll go ahead. Why waste this, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
there
man,
you go.
it's food wine.
Yep. But, my uncle said the joke's on him because the one that he stole the heads off, they were cracked anyway.
I heard that.
I'm not going to hold it over the keyboard.
Happy New Year to you, Tom.
Hey, Gemma, how you doing?
Justin, brother, David, Anthony, hey.
Hey.
Oh, thanks.
And Happy New
Happy
Year to
New Year
you.
to you, Tom.
Yeah, probably.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Wait, hold on. This is all we got?
Yeah.
No. Remember I wanted you to get some? Well, you didn't go back out. I said that it's only if you go back out, remember?
Yeah.
So why are you freaking out? No. Just calm down. It's fine. She's over here having a conniption. I'm like, no, just chill.
Calm down, Crystal.
It happened.
I guess I could have saved the shit made for next year.
Yeah, but you know what I say about saving for next year?
Huh?
I say, you know what I say about saving for next year? It's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
Well, it'll probably
I got a
have
bottle of
removed
champagne that stamped 2000 and year 2000 for the millennium, and I didn't open it, and it's sitting around here somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I don't think that's much good either.
Oh, I still remember 2000. You remember everybody running around getting the virus protection?
Yeah, all the virus companies really ate up on that.
Hey, I don't know whoever came up with that, but he's a fucking genius. Because everybody that I knew and worked for bought into that shit. They were all out spending hundreds of dollars on these programs.
To save their
But the clock was gonna stop. Yeah.
And I bought a 12-pack of beer.
Yeah.
I figured if the world was going to come to an end.
Go out with a buzz, huh?
All right, should we present Captain Jerk? He's having fun over there.
Yeah. He was doing his interpretation of one eye, one horn, purple people eater.
Oh, okay.
He's got something purple.
Just ahead.
Just a Tell her it's not a ketchup bottle.
Yeah.
Speaking of Purple Head, did you get your package yet, Gemma?
No, not yet.
Damn it.
Nope. As soon as I do, you'll be getting a phone call, or it'll be a live stream link to go, hey.
Hey, Captain,
Got it.
just go ahead and wish her a Merry Christmas for next year because that's about when she'll get it.
In New York, it shouldn't take that long to get here.
I got a box all set to go for Hazy, but I want to talk to him before I send it because last one I sent him screwed up on.
I've been tracking a package that we mailed off to Susan, Ken's wife, and I swear to God, it's on tour.
It's on tour?
I swear to God, because it went from here to Mississippi to Colorado. From Colorado, why it went back to why it even went to Oregon, Portland, Oregon area.
Yeah.
Because they live in freaking South Dakota. It's the other way. And now it's in Biloxi, Mississippi, and then it's back in Denver, Colorado. So it's doing a round of state tour. I know.
And you put the right zip code on it.
They're not going to charge you extra for this, Anthony, are they? For the box being on tour?
No. Actually, they're giving me money back because it was supposed to have been there December the 21st, and here it is January the 1st, and it's still not there. They know where it's at. It's just not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I got $30 of my money back. So, but right now it's sitting in Denver, Colorado, for the second time.
Man,
That's ridiculous.
Because I even gave them the address again, and she looked, to the invoice. She goes, "Yeah, that's the address that's on there." She goes, "I don't know why it went to Oregon." I said, "Me either, because South Dakota's that way." And I said it was in Denver before it went to Oregon.
who are you sending the box to, Anthony, or the package?
Susan, Ken's wife.
Well, tell the people who are shipping it to hold on. That you're going to call Susan and she's going to fly in and pick it up.
Well, right now it's back in Denver, Colorado for the second time.
Maybe it liked Denver.
I don't know.
Well, Denver's nice. It's sunny and it's a nice climate.
But you know how they always gripe about they don't make enough on the stamps for the shipping. I say that kind of shipping, I can see why.
No, I've heard some weird things. There's something that strikes me odd here. We have the postal distribution center right here in Winston.
Yep.
Then we have a pretty good sized one in Greensboro. And 50% of the time it will be shipped into Greensboro and then transferred over here to Winston.
Yeah.
Why don't they just ship it right into Winston? Why does it have to come to the one that's in the next town over and then come over?
Well, it's like here where I'm at, most of the mail goes to the distribution center in Lake Charles, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Our main one is in Baton Rouge, which is another 4-hour drive away. Guess where the package is? Most of the package I ordered, it'll show hitting Lake Charles, okay? Then it goes from Lake Charles to Baton Rouge and from Baton Rouge back to here. I'm like, why didn't it just go from Lake Charles to here? Why did it have to go to Baton Rouge? I said, no wonder they got to go up on the stamp. Yeah. They burning more gas.
They certainly are burning up gas.
Yeah.
They probably don't have enough employees, so they're putting them
on. They're sending it over there to sort it.
They're overloading the trucks. They just put it on whatever the next truck going out. And if that one happens to be going to Colorado,
put it back on there. They like counting over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, give those people in Colorado something to do.
It's about a half a pound light. Throw that box on there.
Yeah.
So that's probably.
Oh yeah. Well, we need one more just to fill up the truck. Add to the last one.
I tell you what, it's gotten to where you can't even. Especially me, because my box was 20 by 18 by 18. It was $69 to ship that son of a bitch from here to South Dakota.
Well, what was in that box? Gold?
No, 4 pounds and 12 ounces. That's all it weighed.
Each one of the girls' boxes that I shipped to them, I got 3 granddaughters. Each one got their own box come from me and Nancy. The box was 16 by 16 by 12, weighed 8 pounds, and cost me $41 per box to ship from here to Grapevine, Texas.
Wow.
Something's not right. You just shipped it regular priority?
Yeah.
Regular FedEx ground. Nothing.
Oh, FedEx. Yeah, FedEx is a little more expensive than the post office. Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah, but it's probably like where I'm at. Where I'm at, if you bring a box over a certain size, you have to go next door to the FedEx place. The mail here, the mail facility here won't even deal with them. You got to go next door to FedEx ground.
damn.
I never heard of that. It'd have to be an awful big box.
Yeah, but you got to realize our post office is about the size of a double wide. Okay.
I've shipped stuff.
The fact before they put the metal siding up, I think it was a double wide.
Well, what happened? Did the horse and buggy come to pick up the mail?
No, I think it's that one guy in that old Jeep Renegade.
I thought it was the Pony Express. I saw wanted ads for those down in that area.
No, that was a year ago. They had to shoot.
Well, you know, FedEx, I think UPS did. They would ship stuff regular mail when I worked there. You had the choice of using UPS or the regular mail, and I don't know about FedEx.
Well, you know how many packages that's coming to me from FedEx end up coming to me with the regular mailman because it's transferred to them?
Well, it happens all the time. That happens to me. I've had another strange one. This probably happened to everybody on show, but I've ordered something off of eBay and it's come from Amazon. Come in an Amazon bag with an Amazon.
Yeah, that's happened to me.
Yeah, because they were out of it.
What's going on?
Yeah, that's because the order from eBay, they're out of it, but Amazon has it, so they contract through them to send it to you.
Well, if you order anything from Hanes Brands, which is a company that makes clothes, they make T-shirts and stuff, right here in the business that's across the railroad tracks from where I live, any order that's done through Amazon or eBay ships out of here.
Hey, Drew.
Hey, Drew, happy
If you order something and it's a Hanes Brands product, they ship it from here.
Happy New Year, Drew.
I rode the bus with somebody that works. Drew.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw your video, Drew. Happy New Year's.
I mean, Captain over there washing his hands up like he's getting ready to do a colon search.
He's probably handled groceries.
I think.
Have been handled by somebody else.
Oh, no. My local place here it delivers. You ain't got to worry about that because when you go outside to get the bag off your porch, it smells like disinfectant spray. I guess before they ship it out, they just
Really?
yeah. And the bags are stapled. That way, nobody else has been in it.
They come here to deliver. They set the bags down on the ground in front of me. Then I pick them up. And they get away so quick, I want to give them a little extra tip.
No, they run.
They run away. I can't get to them fast enough.
Yeah, they're supposed to here. Because I have 2 entrance doors to get into my property. So when I have mail, they'll bang on the main front door. Then I have to open my inside door. They put the parcel from the outside door into my porch. They step back. I bend forward, pick it up, bend back. Then they go. So it's a bit complicated. But
See, when I get mail, it comes here to the front door. The mailman puts it on the ground.
Hey, Tina.
And I walk out and pick up the box off the ground.
Yeah, pretty much what they do here. They put it on the front porch. They knock on the door, and then they back to the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, that's really
Share this here.
Yeah.
Last Sunday, we took the Camaro out to a car show.
Oh, there you go.
Hi, Drive Shaft Drew. Hi, Sheena.
And that's David did that off the video from Kenny. It's Kenny's car right next to the Camaro right there. And then Pat and I are standing right here. It was freaking cold. it was like 38, 40 degrees or something.
Yeah, I got a picture of Tom with his arms wrapped around, shivering.
I live in Connecticut. That's not cold. That's brisk.
Yeah, that was brisk. It was the same temperature here as it was there.
No, 40 to 50 is brisk. Anything below that is like, come on.
Hey, Easy.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hello.
Easy. How you doing?
40 degrees brisk.
You look like a different fella. You're
What?
slimming down.
Daisy,
You're
turn
slimming
your
down.
YouTube down.
You look like you're slimming down, bud.
Oh, I am. Thanks.
You look like a different fella.
I'm a different fella.
Well, it looks like it took about 15 years off you.
I'm all brand new.
Happy New Year to you, Hazy. It's good to see you.
Shining.
And you, Gemma.
Yeah. Shining new like a virgin.
I was losing weight anyway. Then 2 days before Christmas, I had a severe illness that made me drop another 10 pounds. So, yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
Let me grab myself a beer.
All right.
Look at this.
Oh,
It's
Wow,
gone.
Hazy.
You know where it went? I got
man,
it.
I don't know.
I didn't know they made elastic band that strong.
You can fight among yourselves. You can all have a bit.
Yeah, my uncle was doing that to me this morning. He said, look at the weight I lost. I said,
Damn.
don't breathe too hard. That spandex
My
won't give
chef
out.
Drew said in the chat, try 20 to 40 below. That's
No.
cold. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why
I've been there.
why
I've been
moved
there.
south.
Done that. Don't need to be doing it no more. That's why I'm
That's
here.
why,
I've been
that's
there,
why
done
I
that.
moved south. I got away from the north. I moved south.
Exactly. That's why I don't live in northern Illinois anymore. I live in southern Nevada.
That's me. I lived in Columbus, Ohio. I moved north. I mean south.
Yeah.
Way south.
Hey, Shandog.
Hey, Shandog.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah,
what's up,
yeah.
buddy? How you doing?
Cheers.
Good.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Jen, dog.
Yeah,
Happy New Year, Sheena. Happy New Year, Drew.
Easy to come back.
Happy New Year, Gemma. Happy New Year, Anthony. Happy New Year, Dave.
Justin.
Happy New Year, Tom. And Happy New Year, Hazy.
Yep.
Friggin' blockhead.
I don't know. I think he got on the electric scooter again and drove to get the beer.
No,
Yeah.
I had to go into the
Yeah, he's
workshop.
there. I can see him.
I'm
Oh,
only
I'm
gonna be on
here.
for another.
Shandog, I'm great here. So
All my drinks are in the workshop, so I got to go out there and.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I got a bottle of Jameson's I haven't opened, but I might crack it open and have one or two tonight.
I'm gonna be on for another like 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna screw for a little bit.
okay,
I might come back.
we'll be here for 2 hours. Then I
Open your
gotta
own
get in the
early,
kitchen.
Tom.
I gotta get cooking.
Is this good?
You're not cooking already, Tom? Sit on the grill.
Well, here, I'll show you what we got going.
Yeah.
Hey, Crystal.
Hi.
Yeah, the half a bag is good.
Cheers, Hazy. This is last night's champagne. But it couldn't stay up.
No problem.
Over something, over a cold or something.
That
I
much.
chose a Razorback.
Yeah,
I'll probably eat at least that much. So
Oh, yeah.
Hang
that's
on.
good.
One.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
This is tonight's dinner.
Whoa, don't drop it. What is
Whoa,
that?
look at that.
Oh, don't drop dinner.
Yeah, how long is it gonna take to roast?
Yeah.
It's a prime rib. It's smeared with butter, garlic pepper, or garlic salt and pepper.
Yeah.
So how long?
Nice.
I'd put it in the
Looks
oven
mighty.
right now and it would be, you go ahead and be
They're
cooking.
gonna eat around 8:30.
He
Yeah.
should put that in there before the show.
Yeah, you gotta let it marinate.
No, you got to sit there and let it get to room temperature.
Right.
How long is it gonna take to cook that?
About 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're actually roasting it and not smoking it.
Yes,
Right.
yeah. All the years past, I've smoked prime rib, and you had to start at like 9 o'clock in the morning
Right.
if you wanted to eat at a decent hour.
Yeah.
And this year, I said I want the whole house to stink like prime rib, so I'm cooking it in the oven.
There you go.
It's So I'm going to crack this open just for you.
There you go.
Prime rib in years.
Hazy, quick question before we get
Listen.
too much. When I sent you the package last time with your branding iron in it and everything else, you said I did it wrong because you had to pay 70 pounds or something to get the package out of
75 fucking pounds.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the difference is between 75 pounds and 75 fucking pounds, but okay.
Oh, it's enough. It's enough.
So the question I'm asking you is, what did I do wrong where you had to pay because I got that other box all boxed up?
You've got to put it down as a gift. It's a gift, and there's no value to it.
No value.
Right.
Value zero.
Yeah, put a gift.
Just
on
a gift. It's just a gift. You know, there's nothing to question. Just a gift.
Okay.
It'll
It'll go
go
out.
the office fills that out
It's not
for
a
you.
business transaction.
Yeah, because Tom,
I think I
75
put,
pounds is $102 our money.
I think I put $5 value on what I sent to Gemma. So
Yeah, I mean, you can put it down as a value, but it's just as long as you say it's a gift.
The first one I said was a gift. And they said, what's the value of the package? And I told them. And then you ended up paying. Well, I want to send this to you where you don't end up paying. That's why.
Yeah, just say there's no value. It's just
Iron Head Garage. Happy New Year. Cheers.
Yeah, do what Hazy said.
fucking
You got-
nosy.
Don't
if
put
you
a
guys
value
haven't
on
been
it.
watching
Send it
Iron Head Garage, you need to go in and check that guy out.
hey, how you doing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
It's
it's kind
really-
of like here. It's kind of like here when they go, "Is it valuable?" You go, "No."
I like it when they start asking you the questions. Does it have live animals in it? Are you
Yeah.
is it a firearm? You know, they ask you all.
Any rare earth
Yeah.
magnets?
Well,
Any
what
black
is it?
batteries?
It's a
Whenever
firearm.
I send
it's
to
a
get that, I
bomb.
just put it as no value. It's just a gift. There's no value. Nothing to worry about. Just fucking send it.
If there are sex toys inside this box, do they have batteries in them?
It can't be lithium batteries.
He's getting
It
a
can't be lithium batteries.
getting
They
a
have to
six
be
pack
discarded.
of Golden Monkey beer and a bottle of Hatch hot red chili powder.
Who, me?
You.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's coming to Hazy. It'll go out Monday.
Yeah.
What is it? A 6-pack and some chili.
Yeah.
Happy days.
There you go.
Happy days.
Thank you very
Make
much.
spicy food and drink the beer to.
I've got a package coming from Australia it's been in transit for like a month. Still haven't-
Yeah, don't count on getting that
my
before
choice.
summer.
It still hasn't reached the shores. Apparently, it's been in the air for fucking 4 weeks.
Well, that's because they accidentally flew over the Bermuda Triangle, so they had to do the big
Yeah,
loop.
Yeah, that hasn't touched the air, by the way. That's going by the slow boat.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's on a slow boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, my uncle's trying. It's a 165 footer, but he's only got a 12
This has
horse.
been packed since before Christmas, and I've been trying to get a hold of you, so making sure I sent it right.
Yeah,
6 pack of beer in here and chili
Holy
powder.
shit, that's a big box.
yeah.
Thank you very much, Tom. Much appreciated. Justin, what are you cooking?
I'm cooking some shrimp, some breaded shrimp, real cheap stuff though, and some French fries. I'm making the French fries myself.
I had some breaded shrimp. In fact, I've got some breaded shrimp, spicy breaded shrimp, still in the fridge from last night.
Oh no shit.
And it's the real cheap stuff.
You talking about more bread and shrimp?
Yeah. I went to we got a place called Iceland, which is like a frozen food company. It's just a place full of freezers with food in.
Right.
And they do like a party selection, a pound a box. You know what I mean? It's got bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So I just
We
bought
have-
a shitload of
We have a place like that here. You go in there, and like I said, they got the breaded shrimp, and it's real cheap. But it's basically bread with enough shrimp in it to give it the shrimp taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shrimp for flavor.
Yeah, shrimp flavored bread. Yeah. But hey, it's 99 cents a box. So you can't bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just party food.
Yeah. Well, at least they put it in a mold and try to make it look like a shrimp.
Oh no, mine's actual shrimp. I mean, we call it prawns.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's an actual shrimp. It's the
Yeah.
real deal. It's
Yeah.
not an imposter.
Yeah, you can get them there too, but they got the breaded one. If you get breaded ones, it's mainly bread. Okay.
I've got a crab that I don't know what to do with. It's already been all the meat taken out and then put back into the shell.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what to do with it.
Well,
I'm not
heat
sure
it
if
up.
I'm just supposed to open it and just eat it with a fork.
Is it cooked?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't eat it raw. That's how you eat it.
There's a hole in the bottom of this. I got to go fill it back. Plug the hole and go fill it back up.
All
I
right.
want to put a little bit of your hot sauce on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I got chat. What's up, Brian? Brian's in the chat. And Drew. Eat it. I'll show you it now. I'll show you what it is. You need to tell me to eat it.
Hey, VW Nut, how you doing?
Yep.
Hey, come on up. The link's in the chat. Come on up, VW Nut. You always seem to kind of change the feeling of.
Look, it comes in a packet like this.
You're so
yeah.
back.
Yeah, I just heat it up and eat it, man.
Yeah, Tom will be back. He can let you in.
Dressed crab. Yep.
Yeah, I just put some salt and pepper and butter on it, and maybe stick it in the microwave for just 30 seconds. And,
I don't think I'd want it warm. I don't think I'd want it warm.
well, yeah, just put some salt and pepper on it and just eat it. There's nothing special about it. I know I lived in coastal Virginia. They used to have crab pots, in the creek across the street.
34% white crab meat and 66% brown crab meat.
Yeah, this is like chicken. Doesn't taste like chicken, but you can get the brown meat or the white meat.
I used to catch
I hope it don't
crawfish
taste like
in the
fucking
creek.
chicken. Have you made me big?
No, I'm not
Yeah.
saying it tastes like chicken, but it's like chicken. You get the
Right.
brown meat and the white meat.
Okay.
Oh, it's already poached and everything.
Yeah.
It's cooked. It's ready to go.
It's already cooked and ready to go. All you do is eat it. There's nothing,
Yeah.
there's nothing
Hot
special.
sauce on it. Eat it.
Mm-mm.
Nice.
Nice. People pay good money in a restaurant to get something like
Well,
that.
I'm going to show you. That wasn't, for what it is, that wasn't cheap.
No, those
Yeah.
aren't cheap.
But
No.
it wasn't break the bank expensive. But for that portion, it was £5, which is like
Yeah,
$7.5.
I was thinking about $4. Yeah.
man.
You know.
If you're out to eat, if you're eating out, you get a couple of those and a couple of beers and maybe some
I know
seasoned popcorn shrimp.
$68 a hoe.
I know $75 over here.
But
60
here's my shrimp from last night, Justin.
Yeah.
Breaded shrimp.
Here's
Oh,
the ones I'm eating.
It's mostly bread.
Spicy though.
Yep.
Right.
They're like the size. They're like the size and the shape of a kidney bean.
Yeah. That's called a popper.
Yeah, that's the popcorn shrimp.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's shrimp.
Yep.
5 squid for one crab.
One crab deal. VW Nut. 5 squids for 1 crab. Good deal.
Tom, I'm
sure
trying
I
to
did
get
it,
VW Nut to come up.
5
I put
squids.
the link in there if anybody wants to jump up. We got room for 1 more.
I'm gonna do a dumb laugh for that. Everybody's supposed to say,
You get ready to have room for 2. I gotta run town and go do some errands.
Dang on, people are dropping like flies. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go run town.
We can get Shamrock and we can get VW Nut up here.
All right, well, Tom, I'll holler at you later. Everybody, y'all have a good one. If I don't see you
Happy
later,
New Year.
Anthony,
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
everybody. Later.
Happy New Year, bud.
Later.
Later, Anthony.
Oh, now we got room for 2 more.
Ooh. Yeah, Gemma just vaporized.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny Five, what's up,
And
buddy?
Johnny 5 is up.
And I put the link in the chat in case Johnny 5 wanted to come up.
I'll keep them from scrolling up. I'll put it in there again.
So how was the Christmas been, Tom?
It's great. I mean, it sucks because we're here and the grandkids are in Texas, and thank God FaceTime. But
Yeah.
it's been great. I mean, the car now is back on the road. We were
Pat
at a
doesn't
car
have any kids.
show, saw Kenny. I got new Kenny's T-shirt.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So Pat,
This is
what's up, Tom?
T-shirt.
Pat has no kids.
Is Kenny up? Is Kenny official?
Yeah, he got
Okay,
married.
I'll
He got
send him
married
a card
last
then.
Sunday.
I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to find out later. Send him a card.
Tomorrow he should be up. Now I'm not going out this weekend with the Camaro because I'm in the middle of putting the brackets for the gaskets for the windows going along the top of the rain drip rail right there, or the whatever you want to call it. So
Well, I caught this bug of some kind. I could not decide whether to stay home from church. And right after your show, well, that Friday night, I got sick in the middle of the night, and it's like I'm still getting over it. If I take a deep breath, I can't even get my full breath. No, but I had all of the symptoms of the elephant in the room, so I probably have a mild case of it, or I just have a cold. But it's a dry cough. I've been watching some of these videos.
okay, I found something. I want to share the screen. Hang on. So bear with me. I'm trying to figure this out.
Why did I bring up the
Tom? I don't think he heard anything I said. I was telling Tom I got sick.
I heard you got sick.
Oh, okay. I think it's COVID. Oh, that's nice.
It's December 20. Hang on.
All but the hood. We have
There we are.
Crazy Days, some Golden Monkey, and looks like we're boxing some up to go to the UK. And then
What the hell is that there?
for Hazy. So T-Dub asked me to do it. He was tied up with Christmas stuff at his house. I don't have a problem doing it for Hazy. So here it comes from the Noble family, Hazy. Later.
Oh, nice.
So let's see. Hold on. And then.
All right, there's Hazy's box. See what it says. This is.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Get that out. It's hot red chili powder. So we'll see if you like some of that.
You can't have a better box beer than fucking chili.
I think we're going to need something else. Yeah. So that's Hazy's box. We'll get it up and we'll get it off. And
There you go. That's why I just wanted to show you that.
That's ought to be fun since it has glass.
You just showed me the inside of the box before I opened it. What the fuck is wrong with you, Tom?
There goes the unboxing.
So you knew how it was packed.
So if there's any discrepancies, you can go and kick some ass at your local
Yeah.
post
You
office.
can go to the
So where
post
the
office.
fuck's my chili powder?
As long as the rats don't get in it.
Yeah.
Right. I
That
hate your
looks like
butterfingers,
nothing
didn't
like
it?
a Hazy box. VW
Yeah,
nut.
when Dizzy sent me a box with all the candies and stuff, the fucking rats got in and took half a packet of fucking Butterfingers.
Yep, they sure did.
You got
In the
it. They got into the box.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think back in the day Bart used to say nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger? You know, because they're irresistible, bud. If it wasn't the rats getting in there, freaking getting at your freaking
And you know what
Butterfinger,
the post office did? Someone
probably
did.
would have been a
Whether it
postmaster.
was the post office, I'm not sure. But the hole was like that big, like a big old hole.
Yeah, I know.
They just,
I remember.
they just covered it with a white sticky fucking bit of paper.
over in the UK,
That's all they
they got
did.
big ass rats.
Well, you're lucky they didn't trap a rat inside.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure whether there was a rat inside, so I opened it with a fucking dagger ready.
There was one who got a hold of the gummies and was just kicking back going, "Hey, dude, it's all good."
Yeah. Fucking just leave me a
No, leave me
lady in the
alone.
box. Hey, just take what you want.
Hey, leave one of those Butterfingers for me. Come on, put it back.
Yeah.
So yeah. And I didn't realize as I was looking through that I took some video. There's a whole bunch of video I've taken and I just loaded it up on the computer and I never made a video and put it on YouTube. But
Well,
what VW Nut says, that looks like nothing like Hazy's box. Wonder how VW Nut knows what Hazy's box looks like.
Not a big deal.
I don't know. You might have seen it.
No.
We did share a car ride once.
Okay.
Alone. We were alone for a while.
Alone.
I don't know. Me, Mark, and Crystal.
You two were alone for an hour or so?
It was about 45-minute ride.
What'd you say, Justin?
Me, Mark, and Crystal kidnapped Jack.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. And because all I was doing was moving my car where Mark's was. So I let them all get in the car, expecting Mark to pull forward so I could put my car where his was until the morning. So Jack and everybody gets in the car. I get in my car. They just drove off.
Yeah, I thought we were all just going to the hotel anyway.
I thought we were all going together. We sat there and waited almost 2 hours for you.
So I put the car up in the spot, got out the car. I said to Dizzy, where the fuck are they gone? Like, what the fuck?
Well, where were you? Because you were vanished. You had blended in with the background.
No, so then Dizzy called Tina, and Tina stuck her head out the bathroom window to see what was going on. And as she stuck her head out the window, a bat had come around the corner and it hit her straight in the face.
Yep. And a bat flying in me face.
You couldn't make it up.
Oh, you all met at Dizzy's.
Oh, VW Brian sat there and said, small car too. 45-minute ride in a small car, you and Brian?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And I think that was the hottest day in the whole year. No, it wasn't. He was in the 100-degree hot weather in New York, so that was hotter than that day.
Oh, it was hot. When I was in America, it was fucking hot.
Yeah, we had a hot spell.
It was a hot ass summer for sure, dude. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Well, here.
I mean, I'm not complaining. It was great.
Yeah, it was.
Well, the funny thing about it is nobody's complaining about last summer because I don't think nobody was outside.
Yeah.
Thank you, COVID. What are we cooking, Kat?
We are cooking some fries on the stove, and we're cooking the shrimp in the oven.
Okay.
So what are you doing with your ribs or whatever it is? What is it? Is it baby back ribs? You say?
What's that?
What ribs you got?
I don't have ribs.
Not you, Tom.
Prime rib.
Prime rib. What are you having with it?
Twice baked potatoes, peas. For dessert, we got a rolled ice cream cake.
Oh yeah, nice.
I go for the beef. I just want that and the horseradish. I'm good.
Yeah. I had a couple of days ago. I had a joint of Wagyu beef.
That must have been tasty.
Oh, it was delicious. I slightly overcooked it, which is a little bit disappointing, but it was still lovely.
Oh yeah.
I wanted it medium, you know.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Hang on.
That's okay. I didn't start getting steaks the way I wanted them until I started cooking them myself when I was a teenager. Because
I much like homemade steaks than out steaks.
You had a steak when you were a teenager, you lucky motherfucker.
Well, I was freaking like buying my own food. I had a job.
You had money when you was a teenager.
I had to go get a job.
I'll start cooking. The potatoes just went in.
From the time I was freaking like 16, 17, dude, I was homeless. So I had to freaking start freaking working, making my own damn money.
Yeah.
I lived with my grandmother for a little while. I lived with a couple other relatives for a little while, but the rest of the time, nope. I hardly ever saw my own house because my parents kept throwing me out.
I've had my own place since I was 19.
Yeah, I was around 18, 19, something like that. Well, actually, I was around 16 when I started going and getting apartments. I had to.
This is the second property I've ever had in my life. My first one was a flat I had for 15 years. I've been in this one now for 11 years.
Well, not all of my apartments were on the level. They didn't all have a lease, shall we say. The first lease I ever signed, I was 20.
Dry Shaft Drew said deep dish lasagna for supper tonight. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I got that done by you now.
Well, I haven't quite got my appetite back, so dinner's going to be tomorrow probably.
Yeah.
I got steaks.
Yeah, I wasn't well for 4 days, David. 2 days before Christmas until 2 days after. Was you burning up, getting hot?
No, I didn't have a fever at all.
I was burning up, and then I would be in bed under the quilt, and in the night I would be shivering uncontrollably.
Was it COVID?
It might have been COVID.
I didn't have a test, so I don't know.
Okay.
I think I had COVID because
We're pretty sure we already had COVID earlier this year, like March into April.
Last year, when
when
T-Dub and the crew came in for Christmas and the holidays, all of us got sick, and that's when we think we got COVID because we all had temperatures, everything else, and we were fighting it. And just like you said, you get into bed and under the covers, and you'd have the comforter or the quilt wrapped around you, and you'd still be shivering.
Yeah, it was weird.
That was what happened to me, but not this go around. They say that 15% of people that get COVID don't get a fever, but 85% of the people that get it have a fever with it. But I tried
to eat my Christmas dinner. I had a little bit of turkey, and I couldn't eat it.
I heard most people that get COVID actually get like a low grade fever, like only 1, 2, maybe 3 degree difference. So
actually, my temperature went down. One morning, my temperature was 96 degrees.
We had something like that earlier this year where our body temperatures were really, really super low, like a degree or two under normal, and we were like, we are freaking freezing our butts off. We're like, why are we so cold?
Mine went
cold.
Mine went up to like 37.9. It never peaked over 38.
Well, they say it's a low grade fever. Yeah.
Oh.
But I was hot. But I was dosing myself up with paracetamol to keep the fever down. You know.
Yeah. Well, what I did was use my old standby Alka-Seltzer Plus, and I take lisinopril for my blood pressure medicine, and one of the things I saw was that lisinopril is an ACE inhibitor, and the ACE2, where it binds to the COVID, if you have an ACE2 inhibitor, it causes the COVID to kind of bounce off of it. There are 2 ways that COVID infects your system, but one of the ways is ACE2. And then a doctor explained the other way, which was way over my head. It was all medical terminology and everything. I
get a cold. Well, what I did last year was I sat there and made 2 hot toddies, chugged them down, got dressed in sweats, and jumped into bed, and I ended up sweating it out.
All I did this week is sleep. I slept all week.
That's what I was doing, just sleeping.
Holy!
You probably got a touch of it.
I'm gonna drink all my beer.
Yeah, well, they say your immunity is only 6 to 8 months, and we have somebody at work die from it on Christmas Eve.
What was it?
Man, his wife got it too. His wife's in the hospital.
What was it?
I'm sorry, dude.
Mary Ann from Gilligan's Island died.
There was somebody that went to my church. He died from COVID on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, died from COVID. Mary Ann from Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, her death was COVID related, and it was Christmas or day after Christmas or some complications from COVID.
That's stupid. That's a
I know
stupid
4 people
for a great freaking actress to die.
Listen, if it was COVID related, that could be anything between a shark bite or a parachuting fucking
Yes,
incident.
I know.
Well,
Man eaten by shark dies of COVID. Yes, that's my favorite line from the whole pandemic.
Yeah.
And I made it up.
Oh, okay.
Drew, when you say deep dish lasagna, is there any other type of dish lasagna?
Well, yeah,
What-
shallow
what-
dish.
What the fuck is shallow dish lasagna?
It's only a
It's
couple
all
of
deep
layers.
dish. It's got to be at least that. It's layers stacked.
Yeah.
Well, there's
It's gotta be a
normal
deep dish.
lasagna that's only like maybe like 5 to 7 layers deep, and then there's deep dish lasagna that's got like 10. That
Oh,
explain
okay.
it for you. And you have to cook it like 3 friggin' hours.
Hmm.
My stepfather, he's Italian. He makes that stuff all the time, like the big baked ziti's and big lasagnas and stuff. He makes all that stuff.
Okay.
He's not bad at it. It's really good stuff. He makes good pasta.
I ate all my shrimp.
You ate all the shrimp. Okay.
I want some of Tom's ribs.
You're
What's your shirt
welcome.
say?
You got guaranteed the first of January. I always do prime rib, and you all are welcome. Just let me know so I can get a big enough prime rib.
Maybe
How
next
much was
year.
that prime rib while you're cooking today?
Yeah, let's see. Here.
I'll take you up on that,
$160.
Tom.
That's it? Wow, not bad.
19.
I'll be there next year for New Year's. You just invited me for New Year's.
But this is the butcher shop. If you ever come to town, maybe I want to take you to this butcher shop because it's got an old style butcher counter on the front, and they got chunks of beef in there to. Oh. But I love going down there every year getting the prime rib from them.
Yeah.
$160.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's better be prime.
How
How many would that feed?
Last year with that'll feed 9 people. Last year with T-Dub and his crew here, that prime rib cost me $225 because that was a full 7-bone prime rib.
Hmm.
They say each bone will feed 2 people. So if you end up with 4 bones, that's roughly 8 people. But
I
then
know that my bone will feed 2 people.
huh?
There's a joke in there somewhere.
There's an innuendo in there. Figure it out.
Tom, did you just dab?
Did I what?
Dab.
Tom, I'll be there for New Year's next year.
You dabbing, Tom?
2 things. I got
Tom's
my
dabbing.
mother's going to be 80 years old in December, so I'm going to go there for her 80th birthday.
Who, your mom?
Yeah. I don't know about Christmas because it's I'm not going to spend a week in Virginia. You know, I was miserable last year.
Virginia. I'm gonna
I
spend
go to there
What
for,
did you ask me?
pull up the chat.
I heard Virginia's for lovers.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you don't know anybody there and you feel like you're 15 when you're spending time with your
I
mother.
cooked a 15-pound in the grill Xmas every year. I do one. And the same with Shandog. Mine's New Year's Day. My dad said, always start the new year off with a good dinner. So to me, that's a good dinner.
Well,
Hazy,
I'm having
did you
shrimp,
ask me a
so
question?
there you go.
Well,
Did you ask me a question? Everybody was talking. I couldn't hear you.
How you dabbing over there, Tom?
oh yeah, you were dabbing.
Oh,
Yeah, you notice that dabbing is very freaking close to elbow coughing that they want you to do now because of
I know.
COVID. But dabbing came out
Oh,
before COVID-19.
yeah. Look at Drive Shaft Drew. Okay, Hazy. Anything over 3 layers is considered deep dish. Okay.
It's a lot of work to make a lasagna. I don't
Yeah.
do it.
You're telling me. I've got Italians in freaking like several different freaking
And
facets
it
of
makes
my
a
family.
mess.
I'm well aware. I can make you a freaking lasagna and knock your socks off, and it'll take your wallet.
Yeah, but it'll take you all day to make it.
It'll take your wallet and call you a gavone.
Well, good food is supposed to take you a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you're supposed
You
to
know?
freaking, prepare it carefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
You're supposed to
that's my little cheat sheet here, backing up, sitting there telling me I want to have the prime rib out at 5:30. It's got to go in at 2:45, and the potatoes had to go in roughly around 1:45, and I just put them in early.
How are you cooking it? You put it in the smoker?
No. Last couple of years I've been smoking them, and this year I want to do it in the oven so the whole house smells like prime rib.
Sorry.
You know how your house
Sound my mother, when we heard that sound in my house when we were growing up, that meant dinner time was going to be in about 5 minutes.
See, no, I'm all set. I
It's out of the
every day,
cabinet.
and I started last night, and I got it pretty well organized. I think we'll find out so I can do the show. But I don't know if everybody likes the 1 o'clock time hour that I started.
Sure.
I liked it fine.
Yeah, it's better for me.
You want to start doing that?
It's better for me because it's a bit earlier.
Because we don't
Probably
have
good
the
for you because it's still early there. Then maybe we'll change it to 1 o'clock from now on.
Well, it's almost 10 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
Well, that'll,
I
you
started
and
at
Johnny
9.
Five
Then.
and Jim.
Yeah, that's right. At 1 here, 8 hours difference. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock your time. Yeah.
Apparently Anthony can come on that early. Apparently he isn't tied up.
And we can watch Captain Jerk cook.
Yeah.
Cooking with a jerk.
Captain Jerk can do his cooking.
Great.
He could be the naked chef.
No, we can't.
Get naked, David.
No. We won't go that far.
It wouldn't be for the sake of your channel. It'd be the sake of your freaking psyche. You don't want to see me naked, buddy.
Well, I don't think
I've seen him fully dressed, and that's bad.
I think it was just an expression. I don't think he was actually naked.
Drew, you're absolutely right. Prime rib smoked is probably the best way to cook a prime rib, but I've been doing it. I just wanted an oven one, and I wanted to smell it rather than pissing off all my neighbors. Because the minute I fire up the smoker, a couple of people sit there and go, "Oh, geez, here we go. We're going to smell this all day." Yep.
Fuck them.
That day, I don't care.
They're too snooty to come over and freaking knock on the door and be like, "Hi, Tom. How you doing?"
Well, they can grill out on it.
Actually, I drove them nuts the one time I did 2 15-pound briskets, and I started at 6 o'clock in the morning. And Joanne next door came out and she says, "What are you doing?" And I told her, and she goes, "Oh, okay." But yeah, some of the people get really upset with the amount of odor that I put in the air, let's say.
Too bad.
I don't care. You stay inside your house, change your air conditioner filters, and don't breathe. How's that? Then you don't get to smell it. Chef Boyardee. Nah, Shandog. Who's Chef Boyardee? Dry Chef Drew?
Boyardee. What's Boyardee?
Chef Boyardee is a company, a name of a brand?
It's a brand of that
spaghettis
canned pasta
in a can. They'll give you pizza mix in a box. And the big joke was back in the day is, "Hey, I ain't no Chef Boyardee."
Well, Shandog the Chef Boyardee.
It was the pizza dough that you made yourself that came in a box.
Italian food. Okay, Shandog. Well, come on up. We put the link in. He said Dizzy was chasing a fire earlier.
What's new?
Yeah.
It's probably a space heater.
Maybe.
There, I put it in again for you, Shandog Ironhead. There is just a mad.
Tom, you were a fire inspector. Do you have a dislike for space heaters?
Let's say space heaters, not as a space heater, but the way people plug them in.
The electrical system doesn't handle it.
Well, the way they plug them in, they'll take a 20 amp space heater and plug it into a 15 amp outlet and then wonder why the plug's getting hot.
Yeah.
I've had an outlet actually
That kind of stuff all the time.
burn out because of a space heater, and it turned out that when I went to replace the outlet, it was wired up improperly, and there was a bad connection with the wire coming out of the.
You know how much how much one of those plug testers costs? Like $5 from China.
Mm-hmm.
And you just freaking turn it to the right setting, put the electrodes in there, it reads, and you're like, oh, this is a 15 amp socket.
Yeah, well, the only time
anything more than 15 amp draw in it.
Well, when half the lights in the house
just mad because they can't have any. Okay, Ironhead.
Well, when half the lights in the house blinked when the heater came on, that was an indication of some problem.
Yeah.
And then we go to the outlet, and I mean, you couldn't even hold your hand up against it. We kept smelling this odor, like burning plastic or something, and we could not find it.
Somebody smoking.
My biggest complaint, David, because I was doing more commercial, we did more commercial than residential, was you'd sit there and go into an office this time of year, and there'd be a girl, and she would sit there and have 2 power strips, or whether they're surge protectors or power strips, she'd have 2 of them, and she'd have a heater, a space heater, this, that, curling iron, everything known to appliance known to mankind, plugged into these 2 power strips, along with her computer and her printer and everything else, plugged into maybe a 20 amp circuit. And she's got 4 of those items all on at the same time. That's what told me. That's what irritated the hell out of me going into there and sit there, and then you tell them you can't do that. Well, why? Well, because you got to figure out what you're doing with the amperage, drawing it from.
Well, they clamped down about a year ago. They clamped down on that where I worked. Yeah, a couple of years. They went around and looked at power strips under people's workstations, stuff like that, and some of them looked like charcoal.
Yeah.
And they made a rule that you cannot plug anything in your workstation that is not a company-related piece of equipment. So that went all the space heaters and hair dryers. And you couldn't even charge your phone. But that place could have burnt down, you know?
Yeah. But that's totally amazing. You're right.
The next thing they ask, oh, can I plug a fan in? But you know, you can get a fan that has a battery pack on it, and you can recharge the battery pack overnight. Take it home with you and recharge it and bring it back to work.
Okay.
And you get them for your phone too. You know, you can get different sizes, you get real big ones, and yeah. That's what people started.
We're on the travel passenger. Where are we going now?
We're on a tour.
We're on the move.
We're on the move. Oh, we're back at the desk.
Well, I went over back to my desk, and the devil went down to Georgia.
There you go.
I heard he was looking for the souls to steal.
Good old Charlie Daniels.
That poor bastard. He didn't even die of COVID.
He didn't get the chance to die of COVID.
No, he didn't.
I saw him, Marshall Tucker, the Doobie Brothers, Leonard Skinner, and Pierre Perrier in Tampa Stadium in 1976.
That's the year I was born.
Nancy and I were having fun at a concert.
Now this will not go back in this.
You, my dad.
Huh?
I said, you, my dad.
I don't know. Was your mom at the concert?
What's that? What are you doing, David? That reminds me of my sex life.
Well, since
That,
Tom's never
that
been here
cork
and
will
you've
not
never
go
been,
back in that champagne bottle.
Ah, Lisa's in. Round table. Okay.
And I know if I drank that whole thing, I'd have a pounding headache.
Drink water as water back and sit there. The headache comes because you're drinking so much alcohol, you dehydrate yourself. And
Right.
if you sit there and drink it with some water, you won't dehydrate yourself. Therefore, you won't get a headache.
Well, drinking a whole bottle of champagne, I'll just take some aluminum foil and put a rubber band around it or something to keep the fizzy.
And then you see the aluminum foil in your refrigerator start.
Do you know if you put a spoon in there? Put a spoon in there and it'll keep it bubbly. It won't go flat.
Are you kidding me? I'll try that.
Seriously.
You put a spoon in there and it won't go flat?
Yeah.
Interesting. Or just a metal object, or
Yeah, like a fork or a spoon.
Well, a spoon won't fit down in there, but I can put a knife down in there.
yeah.
No, upside down, you fucking lunatic. So then a spoon holds it at the top. You know?
That is incredible. I'll try that.
Hi, Lisa. Good to see you.
Hold it, Lisa, Ironhead Garage. He's a new guy. I found him. God, almost a month ago. I did a video on his channel. He's doing a gasser right now, 55 Chevy gasser. You got to check him out and pass it around. Okay, we're done.
What have we done?
Advertising.
Yeah,
Presentation.
passing on another good channel to everybody.
Okay.
So yeah, this guy does immaculate work. I really like. He designed the whole steel front clip, the flip on it, and I like how he designed it. It is awesome. You need to check it out.
Well, Happy New Year, Lisa. Good to see you.
I don't like how you can't click on people's names and just go straight to their channel anymore.
I know, I don't like it either. And supposedly nobody used it to begin with. That's their excuse.
That's
That's nonsense. That's nonsense.
That's
Yeah,
bullshit.
it's complete nonsense.
Why would you take it? Why would you take a feature away because you're thinking people didn't use it?
Yeah, but it's, you think about it, it's bullshit. Basically,
You
everybody.
would only take a feature away if it's being misused.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why they took it away. But they don't want to freaking accuse anybody of wrongdoing.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why a lot of the time they don't give you any excuse why they take down your videos or your channel.
Yeah.
They'd
Well,
rather
they
just
never
they'd rather just ruin your channel and deprive you of YouTube than to freaking accuse you of anything.
Yeah, my channel's definitely being shadow banned or something because it's not. I got fucking 2,500 subscribers and my videos are only going out to 600 people.
Holy smokes. Well, don't feel bad, Hazy. For the last 3 years, I've been at 938 subscribers. I can't make that 1,000 mark.
You'll get there. You'll get there. Keep plodding along. I mean, 2 years ago, I only had 50 subscribers. You know?
Yeah. You know, this May, I will be doing live shows for 2 years. This coming May.
Is it?
Yeah. Well,
Been doing that for 2 years. It's hard.
yeah.
Well, you've also haven't really advertised yourself.
No, because I'm a lazy butthead and I don't want to sit there and go to Instagram and Facebook, and because then you got to
Well,
check
I
out
never
all that
went on
crap.
Instagram or Facebook. I just all my advertisements through just YouTube when I've done my live shows.
Oh, you're also not a like out there all the time in YouTube, putting yourself out there. You know.
Yeah.
You're in a niche community.
What you need to do, Tom, is start eating some hot stuff.
Oh, I used to eat real hot stuff. I can't handle it anymore. It's like I made enchiladas the other night, and that chili powder that I'm sending you, you'll sit there and take a pound of ground. This is how we make enchiladas. You'll take a pound of ground beef, you'll fry it up to where it's all ground, you know.
Yeah.
And then we'll add some of that chili powder, about a teaspoon of that chili powder in there, a little bit of flour and some water, and make it sort of like a little chili gravy in with the ground beef. Then you stack your tortillas and you sit there and you put the ground beef mixture on top of a tortilla on a plate, load it with onions, and then you put another tortilla and you put some more ground beef mixture and load it with onions and cheese if you want. And then you'd sit there and how many stacks you want to complete, that's how you do it. And I usually get 4 stacks, and then you garnish the plate on the side with lettuce and tomato, and then on the top, before you put it in the oven, let me back up, scratch that.
Yeah.
Once you get it all built, then you cover it with cheese and put it in the oven, melt the cheese, pull it out, and then garnish the side with lettuce and tomato. And that's a Santa Fe, New Mexico enchilada.
That sounds like a Mexican lasagna.
But yeah,
We
used to sit there and I'd sit, Nancy and I were young, and she'd make them. She'd 4 scoops of the chili powder, 5 scoops of the chili, and they'd be good and tasty.
Yeah.
And now we're down to where all we do is put in maybe 1.5 scoops of chili powder into it. And is it got a bite? She goes, yeah, it's got a little bit of a bite. It could use more. And so that's where we're at now. We don't do it as hot anymore.
Yeah.
No, well, you're tired of burning out your O-ring.
This too shall pass.
Sometimes it's nice to have it just on a mild level, you know?
Yeah. But then when the minute we go to our favorite little Mexican restaurant here in town and sit there and I turn around and I talk to the guy and I kick it up about 4 notches. But then we turn around and do that. I sit there and drink probably about a half gallon of margaritas too. So nothing bothers me then.
Tequila.
Always. Gaffa's in the house. Gaffa, what's going on? The link's in the chat if you want to come up.
Yeah, happy Nude Year.
Nude Year.
Oh yeah. That's the only kind of year I want to live is a nude year.
Nude Year.
Do you have anything nice, Tom, for Christmas?
I mostly got gift cards to buy car parts. And then buddy mine sat there and gave me a gift card to American Airlines so I can fly and go see my granddaughters.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. Well, that's a hell of a gift.
So he brought me an airplane ticket, more or less.
Yeah, nice.
So, but that's old Air Force buddy. We have fun with each other. Here he is. Oh, now we're all in trouble.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
What's up,
But you
Gaffer?
could have said it with a bit of enthusiasm, Gaffer.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jesus, the enthusiasm just overwhelms me.
You know, I would have a really lot of enthusiasm. Yeah. Oh,
The thing is, Gaffer's in Australia, so he's already halfway through the year.
seriously, yeah. But as I said, I would have enthusiasm if they'd actually killed COVID last year, but they haven't. So we're still going to go through the same shit. It's not as if anything's changed because we changed the year. And how's Brexit going?
It's going.
It's gone. It's not going. It's gone.
It's done. It's done. We're out. It's done. They've reached some sort of agreement where everyone's sort of happy. The trade between Europe is staying the same with no extra taxes. They've let the lorries through now. The goods are flowing nice, and yeah, I think it's done.
Yeah, well, still got COVID though, haven't we?
Yeah.
Supposedly there's a vaccine.
Yeah, apparently though, everybody who's tried the vaccine is reporting that people are getting some serious illnesses that they don't want from it.
Yeah, Bell's palsy and shit like that.
So they're reluctant to really force it out being in case a big mass of the population end up with shit they don't want.
Which is what's going to happen.
Apparently, they've reported over here that people have got AIDS from taking the one we've got.
What?
AIDS?
I think that's more to do with the hygiene of the bloody place it's giving it myself. More
Yeah,
than anything.
I think it's more to do
Using
with
needles and
using the
stuff.
proper needle and not reusing.
Yeah,
it.
I reckon someone in the department fucked a monkey.
Yeah, and the issue I've got is, as I said to the wife, we mass produce everything. You can't guarantee hygiene's perfect in the hypodermic needle industry with the amount they're going to have to pump out to be able to keep this bloody vaccine going out. Someone's got to make a mistake. Something's not quite as clean as it
I
should
know,
be.
but to get HIV on it is a bit fucking drastic.
It is. That's what we've heard. Rumors are rumors, mate. But it's enough to scare the crap out of people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's probably what it is. It's scaremongering.
Yeah, I know. But the fact that there are proven instances of people catching shit they don't want to catch, that's just seriously. We're not meant to be making people sick. We're meant to be curing an infection.
They've released videos of doctors pretending to have the vaccine. Like literally pretending. Like they're putting the needle into them and it's already pushed all the way down. There's nothing in it. And they're pretending to push it again. You know, when there's shit like that going around, you've got to question what's going on.
You do.
You know?
Exactly.
Especially when they're talking about giving it to your kids. It's a little fucking fishy if you ask me.
So is it true the reports we hear over here that England's going through their 8th strain of COVID?
Yeah, we got different strains. I don't know if it's the 8th strain, but I think the new strain have come from fucking South Africa somehow. I think it was on that monkey that. I think it was on the monkey that the Australian fucked.
Probably. Or it could be that beef we keep selling to you because apparently Australian beef started COVID.
I don't know what's fucking going on.
That's a new foot and mouth disease nobody ever thought of.
I'm just waiting for Andromeda.
They've made a vaccine and now there's different strains of it coming out. So who's to say that the vaccine is even going to work?
Exactly.
You know?
But what are you going to do, mate? What are you going to do? We're a stalemate with it at the moment, as far as I can see.
Yeah.
You in lockdown over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
You're
ridiculous.
still locked down?
Yeah, we're in full lockdown. Yeah. And we haven't been able to see any family over Christmas or anything.
Yeah, the governor here calls it a moment of pause.
Hello, good to see you.
What do you call it, Tom?
A moment of pause. Because
okay.
You can't
fucking whole year
for stop opening right where it was at. He didn't take anything away and he didn't move anything forward. It just stopped. And he says a moment of pause. Let's see what the numbers do.
If I knew that this was going to happen this time last year, I would have robbed a bank.
Hey, Lisa.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Stashed the money away and just done a couple of years in prison.
The Ironhead Garage, that poor monkey.
No, then you would have caught COVID for sure in prison.
I wouldn't have, because I just stay in my cell and everyone can fuck off.
Yeah, when the freaking guards are spitting in your freaking food.
Ironhead, I don't think the monkey's the poor monkey. I think the monkey's turning into a slut. He seems to be spreading himself around the world.
But I got a buddy of mine from high school. He sat there when his dad died. He went down to Arkansas or Mississippi, up in the mountains. And Chuck builds. All he builds is handcrafted furniture. That's all he just totally enjoys going into his shop. And so he picked up a big chunk of land up there on the side of a mountain or a hill. Well, it's got to be a hill. And he's built his house and his shop and everything. And that's all he does is he stays up there. And so I was talking to him and he sat there and he says, screw COVID. He sat there and he says, nobody comes and sees me. I don't go see nobody else. I just keep pumping out furniture and everything's good.
Yeah. You got the right idea.
I don't go anywhere. Nobody comes here except to deliver my food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been social distancing for years, kind of like Captain Jerk. I've been going to work. But the one thing is I didn't get to see any family this year. That's the only wrench in the works.
To be really honest with you, COVID has not affected me one little bit in the last 12 months. I don't go anywhere. my work was what they call essential services, so that never ever stopped there. And I don't usually go see family, so it's just gave me excuse. Oh, you can't see it's COVID. Everybody else I ran out.
Well, I'm essential work. I'm essential work too. They did shut it down for 10 days once.
Although for Christmas it wasn't nice for the kids not to go and see their grandparents and stuff. Personally, for me, it was fucking wonderful. To be honest.
Well, in a way, it was good for me because the last few years or so, it's not been the most enjoyable experience going to the Christmas.
Just getting up Christmas and normally we open our presents for the kids and everything, and then we got to all rush to get dressed and then get over Kate's mum's or my mum's or whatever. But
Yeah.
to know that we haven't got to go anywhere for the whole Christmas, we can just fucking wake up, stay in our pajamas or whatever you're fucking wearing. You know what I mean? And just relax, chill out.
Kick back.
Hold on, Hayley. Just let me unplug my headphones here so the wife can hear you say that, because she'd been on my back.
No. I mean, seriously, it's been fucking lovely, to be honest. And I've been ill, and it's even been lovely. You know.
Yes, it is. The one thing I did, I mean, I have been ill over the time, and it's good to know that you're ill not because of COVID. So it's ill. I'm allowed to be ill. I'm allowed to stay home. They're actually paying me to stay home and all that bullshit, and I can claim COVID.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I might have had COVID. I'm not too sure, but I'm okay now.
But see, Hazy, I'm the grandparents that the kids drive to come and see.
Yeah.
You know what makes me laugh the most about this whole COVID thing? Out of everything that shut down, alcohol was the most important thing, essential service that we had in this country. Anything that made or had anything to do with alcohol was meant to stay open, asked to stay open, and people were buying and drinking it by the gallons.
Well, ideally, in a pandemic, you want your whole nation to stop drinking.
Yeah. It was alcohol and the pot stores.
Yeah. If you deprive people, like the alcoholics, if you deprive them of their liquor, they can die.
You know what? Yeah. The liquor stores here are state-owned, state-operated. They never closed one liquor.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
They never.
This is the kicker for some people. In America, now it's legal. Pot is legal. There's still people in prison now because of marijuana, because of weed. They're still in prison because of things they done when it wasn't legal. And now with this COVID, it's an essential fucking part of life. Like it's essential. They're staying open because it's essential. Yet there's still people in prison because of fucking weed.
Yeah, they let them all out. In some states, though.
What?
They let them all
out. Illegal in some states.
Hazy, it's not legal all through the states. It's only each individual state.
Yeah, I know that, but it's still fucking. It's still.
Yeah, but some of those states that have it legal haven't let them out.
I was doing 2 to 5 because I was selling pot, but now the state I'm in, it's legal, and I'm still in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
okay, I know it's still a federal. It's still a federal offense.
Listen, street dealing weed is still illegal, no matter what.
Yeah.
Right. Because that takes money out of the state's hands.
So if you got arrested for weed because you were freaking selling weed, or if you were arrested for possession, they'll probably just let you go. But if you were arrested for freaking cultivating or for selling it, then screw you. You still committed a crime.
I must admit, in Australia, it was illegal to street sell tobacco up until about 2000.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to grow and sell your own tobacco. You could grow your own tobacco for personal use, but you could not sell tobacco, the thing that everybody was smoking and everything else up until 2000. Now, it doesn't matter. People have got small businesses where they roll their own cigars and sell them and give them away and all that shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Crazy.
So if you sell the tobacco, you can get busted roughly.
Yeah, you could in Australia up until I think 2000. Somewhere around there, somewhere in the 90s, the law changed that they could do it. But that was because the smoke industry or the tobacco industry had put the laws back in the 50s, and nobody ever bothered to take them away, even when they realised that smoking was bad for you.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And it's that bigger fish to fry somewhere.
No, it's just the government's trying to figure out how to get their chunk of change out of it. That's all it is.
Probably.
It's always.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We'll make it illegal. Get the guys in the room together to sit there and figure out how we can fucking tax it. Then once we figure that out, then we'll make it legal.
It's never been about figuring out how they can tax it. That's the easy bit.
Okay.
It's never been about that.
It's whether or not they can tax it to the revenue or it costs them to police it.
Yeah.
No, it's not even that. It's deeper than that. It's way deeper.
David, is it legal in your state right now?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is
They've
it
been
legal
talking
in
about
North Carolina?
If you get caught with possession, and if it's under an ounce, it's a misdemeanor.
Okay, so they decriminalized it.
Smoke
in
it
your
all.
state.
You see people smoking it all the time here, and they never get caught, and nobody ever says anything about it. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow morning it's legal in my state, because it's right on the cusp. It's just
It should never be illegal ever. It should never have been illegal. It's the politics and the big businesses that are doing well through other stuff. The thing is,
the reason why it went illegal in the first place was the textile industry made a big campaign about how marijuana was bad for you because of that one small section that people were using it for recreational use. The rest of the industry got a big bad rep because the textile industry wanted to shut them down.
Yeah, you'll know about this as well, Gaffer, because you're in the printing industry, because that's a massive part of it. I can't remember the dude's name, but some dude bought fucking millions of acres of forest paper back in the 1800s or whenever it was, and then they realized that hemp makes a far superior paper. Hemp makes far superior everything. You can do so much with hemp, and it grows so quick. It's so versatile that they had to put an end to it. They had to put an end to it. They had to make it illegal.
Yep, the wool industry fought against it, the cotton industry fought against it, the wood industry fought against it, everything fought against hemp, trying to get, and they just give it the biggest smear campaign you ever could, and the government ran with it, and they made it illegal, and then all of a sudden it
madness.
Yeah, it's madness.
It's coming back.
Madness.
Don't get me wrong, hemp is coming back, and it's coming back very quickly.
Yeah,
it's coming back very quickly. You'd be surprised how many hemp products you can get out there now.
And the thing is now, because CBD has been made legal, they can grow the hemp,
Yeah.
And the stupid thing about it is because it's coming back and everyone's had to fight so hard for it coming back, and it's going to be the most expensive shit you can buy, where it used to be the cheapest.
Yeah.
Well, it is expensive. It's already expensive.
It grows like a meter a fucking day or something. It's like, it's ridiculous.
Isn't hemp a relative of the bamboo family or something?
No.
It will grow in rhizomes.
It grows as quick, if not quicker, than bamboo. It's it's so versatile. You can literally make anything from it. You can get oil. You can make anything. You can make plastics. You can make cotton. You can make paper. You can make wooden stuff. You can make anything.
You can make cookies.
Okay, so in North Carolina, it is decriminalized for medicinal use. It's illegal but decriminalized. Okay,
pretty much. They don't really give a shit about it.
That's most of South America.
It is illegal.
Central Australia as well. Okay.
Yeah, it's decriminalized in Australia, but illegal. You can grow up to 1.5 plants for personal use in some states, but you can have them confiscated and you can be fined.
Where it's decriminalized in Australia.
Well, see, the thing about North Carolina is they got worse. They got heroin. They got narcotics. They got everything going on. Carolina is way down there low on the food chain as far as that concerned. The
whole West Coast is legal. The entire West Coast is legal. Mass, Vermont, Maine, and what do you call it?
Not New York's not.
It's not legal in New York. It's not legal.
It's not. It's decriminalized in New York. It's not legal in New York.
Yeah, but the funny thing about it is, if you look at the United States, and it sits there, and like Cap says, the whole West Coast is legal except for Utah. There's that little hole right there.
You got to drink a minute.
Utah.
Well, Utah. Okay,
And
Utah.
then you go around it, everybody's
Legal in
leaving.
Colorado.
Yeah, yeah, mate. It's not even legal to be Christian in Utah.
Yeah, I know. I lived there for 2.5 years.
So what
Well,
was
anyway,
it like
There's
living
an
in
Irish
Utah?
Catholic.
I don't know anything about Utah.
Utah,
It sounds
Idaho.
to me like
and,
Utah is just like a big desert or something. What's in there that's attractive?
Mormon.
Hey, what's the state that's directly to the right, directly to the east of
No
Nevada?
team, David.
Nevada? I don't know.
I'm asking
West
Tom
of
because he
Nevada
lives
is
there.
Colorado.
What's
I didn't hear
directly
your
to
question, Cap.
What's directly to the east of Nevada?
Probably Nebraska.
Directly
California,
to
isn't
the east of Nevada. Utah.
It's
That's
okay.
Utah?
I figured either Utah.
What's directly to the north of Utah? Is that Wyoming?
Is it why? I think it's Wyoming.
Okay. Well, it's illegal there too. It's one of them big square suckers. A perfectly
There are a
square
lot of
state.
square-
Wyoming.
big square
That's right.
Wyoming is the only perfectly square state.
Oh, I really like them. They're mine. I don't want fucking frazzles. Almost can't be fries.
It's illegal in Texas, Oklahoma, and whatever's right above Oklahoma as well. I don't know what's right above Oklahoma though.
Basto. Is it Basto?
Kansas.
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 I don't think that's Kansas.
That's not Kansas.
There's Oklahoma. There's Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas is directly above Oklahoma.
Okay.
It's
Whatever.
Colorado is the perfectly square state.
Almost.
Wyoming is the really perfectly square state. Colorado
That's the only one.
rectangle.
It
Wyoming
says-
is perfect.
Colorado.
It says here Colorado is perfectly square.
Is it really?
Wyoming
was a
and
rectangle.
Colorado are perfectly square.
I thought it was a rectangle.
They're all rectangles.
Well, what's that wedge say?
A rectangle U.
Is that Nevada?
That's Nevada.
Yeah, okay. All right. So Colorado's like north of you, northwest of you.
No, well, yeah.
Well, I know it's not legal here.
Yeah, David.
Technically, it's not legal.
Our state's like that.
Yeah.
It looks like a can opener.
Trapezoid shaped state, and it's kind of square on the top.
I'm trapezoid you. No, it's decriminalized here. It's decriminalized in New Hampshire and Ohio, Virginia, North Carolina, and I believe what's right next to Louisiana? Is that Mississippi?
Mississippi.
Okay. Yep, it's decriminalized there. It's decriminalized in Mexico and New Mexico, but it's not freaking legal. You know,
I can't believe that America decriminalized cannabis before the UK. That fucking blows my mind.
Well, you know, they got the real bad stuff, you know, and I talked to somebody that helps kids out and stuff like that. You get hooked on that stuff. And I go, well, why don't they just go ahead and legalize that too? And she said,
illegal in France.
it has to, let's say you buy heroin off of the street. You don't know what you're getting. You know, you don't know the intent, you know, you don't know the strength of it. You don't know.
Sweden got a good program. They proved that legalizing heroin is the best thing you can do. Because what you do, you take the money from the criminal fucking part, where the war against fucking drugs. Yeah. And what you figure out then, you give it away for free. You get a building, you start an organization, and you give it away for free. And what you realize is everybody that comes for heroin, there's a reason they're taking heroin. They've been abused. There's some deep reason why they're taking heroin. There's something's fucked up in their life. So what they do, they concentrate then on fixing the problem. You know, instead of criminalizing them and sticking them in prison and making them go out and rob their fucking grands and whatever to fund the habit. They give it to them free, and they give it to them in a safe environment. They give them a safe product, and then they concentrate on fixing the human being.
And you use the key word "safe." The way it is now is unsafe.
No, the quality of the what was Hazy said, it was controlled environment, and that
made all the difference.
That's the thing.
So it worked.
It's clean. The needle is clean. Yeah. Go ahead, Cap.
Dope is legal in Sweden, but weed is still illegal in Sweden.
Not only that, the amount of money that's been put into fighting the heroin addiction and the whole industry that is built around illegal heroin, you actually put that money into improving the health services that fix the person, and then the person isn't paying unnecessary bloody prices on heroin because it's a fixed price.
And the people end up getting jobs and becoming part of civilization proper again, you know.
Yeah,
that's not fixing them. That's just sucking them into the real world.
Well, you know what I mean?
Want to live in the real world? Come on.
It's better. Whichever way you look at it, it's better than the life they chose. Like, the thing is, there's heroin addicts, there's a fucking airline pilots, police officers, judges, high class people. But you'll never know because then they're not fucking robbing their relatives and going shoplifting for the fucking to fund their habit.
Yeah, they figure out how to finance their habit there.
Yeah, you'll never know. You know, you'll never know.
Or they've learned to control their habit to a stage where they can afford it.
An airline pilot, he's in a perfect position to be in that situation because he makes good money. He has access to it. He knows where to get it. You know,
the only country they don't have any data on here is North Korea because it's just gray.
Yeah, you won't find nothing. You won't find nothing.
You can get anything in North Korea.
I mean,
except fresh fruit.
Just
gray. Then it would be blue.
No, you can get fresh fruit in North Korea. You just have to pay through the nose for it.
Yeah. Fucking, North Korea is just a gray country on here, and it's the only one that's gray. The rest of them are either blue, yellow, pink, or red.
Yeah, they just concreted over the whole place.
Justin, stop looking at North Korea. Kim Jong-un can see you.
Really?
He's watching
he could be watching the feed.
He's watching the show.
Yeah.
He may not like it that you're looking at North Korea.
Anybody got a message for him?
No, hold it. Who was talking about sitting there, politicians and higher ups and everybody else sitting there smoking pot and you don't know about it?
Well, we knew about Bill Clinton smoking fatties in the White House.
He did not inhale. He did not inhale.
He didn't inhale, Cap.
I know.
Okay.
Hold on. Supposedly, it was a long time ago. Bill Clinton didn't smoke weed in the White House, but he did blow a lot of cocaine.
Yes, and apparently he didn't smoke cigars either.
Yeah.
No, he didn't inhale. He just inserted them. He didn't insert them.
Apparently, Monica Lewinsky smoked cigars.
Well, at least part of her did.
No, we used to have the biggest kick and sit there when I was in Ubon, Thailand, sit there and get with egress. And those are the people who pulled the ejection seats out of our F4s. And we pull the ejection seats and sit there and clean up the floorboards of all the roaches from the pilots flying the missions. And then we'd sit there and split it with the egress guys.
Oh, Tom, when you were in Thailand, did you ever look at a lady boy and think, ooh?
What?
I said, when you were in Thailand, did you ever look at a lady boy and think, another beer, maybe?
From what I hear in Thailand, though, you could be looking at lady boy and you don't know.
The Thai word for that is katoi.
What?
The Thai word for that is katoi.
Katoi.
Yeah.
He speaks fluent Thai.
Well, you'd need to if you were fucking doing lady boys on a regular.
No, I don't mess with katois.
It's funny how it sounds like fucking your toy.
That sounds kinky.
It sounds like cat toy.
It's like C-A.
I know McDonald's has just brought up a new chicken nugget called fucking cat soup, and I mean, it sounds way too much like cat soup to me.
I've only got one question for you, Tom.
Depending on how bouncy
Did
the
you ever let
tallywhacker
anyone
is,
play with your toy?
The only person that plays with my toys is me.
That was in the Rum and Scrubs house.
My toys.
Are you saying you don't let anybody play with your ladyboy, David?
No, I don't have one of those. I bought one time. It was a rip-off. Ended up in the garbage.
What? Did you buy one?
Back when I was like 20.
Hang about.
A lady. Hold on. We're
down.
talking about lady boys here, are we?
Yeah. What do you mean she ended up in the garbage?
Hey, I thought you were talking about one of those dolls that you blow up.
Oh, you bought a blow-up doll when you was in your 20s?
Sure.
Yeah.
Who hasn't?
Turned out to be a fake.
It was a fake.
Waste of money in the world.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Had to, Hazy, you had to buy a blow-up doll. He got humping Barbies when he was younger.
I'm sure everybody on this.
I bought Mark M for his birthday a blow-up sheep with a 6-inch cavity around the back end.
I remember.
Did it come with
Fucking
gum
brilliant.
accessory?
You did that to Mark M?
His only complaint it wasn't deep enough.
We and Dizzy bought him a llama head mask for when he was, he had to fucking look the part while he was doing it.
I got him a lamb chops doll.
Drew was supposed to buy him some lube, but he bottled out.
I got him a lamb chops little puppet thing.
Giving him the full kit.
Ubin 2 wants to do an upgrade.
So you bought him a blow-up lamb chop.
Remind me later.
Yeah, basically.
I bought him a lamb chops puppet.
I bought him a motor.
Yes, so did Hazy, but he had to operate it a different way.
Yeah. I also bought him a dragon puppet, a dragon teddy, but just because, just a gift.
It's a gift.
Yeah.
Just because Hazy's a
Mark
sick-minded
M was good to me. He was a good fucking. Listen, Mark M was good to me. He was a fucking good dude, man.
He is a good.
Still is a good dude.
Mark M was good to everybody.
Yeah, but no, listen, he was special. Listen, he was especially good to me. I can assure you. Like you'll never know how good he was to me.
Where's he been?
I'll drink him, man. He's back in Colorado. He's okay. He's okay.
I know exactly how good of a person he is. He drove me to the hospital.
Now that's a good person.
Because you were doing ninja moves off your fucking chair. He didn't just drive you to the hospital. He drove you to fucking He drove you to Worcester.
Well, you pick you up in Newark and drive me. I thought you drove yourself.
No, Captain Jerk. He picked up Captain Jerk.
He picked up in Connecticut and drove him up to Worcester.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
He's a really good person.
Yeah,
he's the real deal. You know.
I enjoyed the whole afternoon I spent with him, driving him around the valley, showing him different things. Awesome.
Are you kidding me? Did Mark come to Vegas?
Yeah.
To see you? Oh,
yeah.
Great.
He took a cab drive. He took a cab all the way up to my house, and we sat in the garage for almost an hour talking.
Are you kidding?
And then I said, you want to go around? And he said, yeah, show me the valley. And so I took him around the valley and did a whole afternoon of it and dropped him back off at the DI, Desert Inn, DI. And,
yeah, that was a couple of weeks before I came to America.
Was that a good place?
Yeah.
Was that the place to stay?
Down on the no, you don't, David. You come to this, you don't know. You want to, if you're serious, you want a place to stay, let me know. Email me and I'll give you
I'm serious.
Yeah, the reason he was in Vegas then was because he had a free invitation to a poker game.
Yeah.
No.
He was playing some poker too, because I'll tell you what, he was texting me like 2, 3 in the morning and he's still at the table playing.
Yeah. Tom,
Hey, Jack.
I was supposed to be there for your 70th birthday party.
Well, COVID sort of screwed that party up, didn't it?
Yeah, so that's still on the. I've got like
Did you see him, Jack?
I got to take that have been canceled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you come, I would highly recommend staying at.
You
If
like that cake?
you want to stay at the Red Rock Hotel, that's
All right, well, I'll put that in. I'll write that in my notes. The Red Rock Hotel, because I am coming. I don't know when. It's when this mess is over with. That's the deal.
Or I could say, David, you don't look like you're coming. You know,
Or if it's not in the middle of the winter or something like that.
okay.
What's the
Aren't you
nice.
Tom, are you in
bad time to come?
Nevada or something?
I'm in Las Vegas, Gaffa.
Yeah, so isn't that like, who cares whether it's there or not?
No, there are different weather things that happen. It gets really, really hot there in the summertime, and then they have a rain season.
Yeah, well, we got
David,
monsoon season starts at the end of July and goes to the end of September. Then it's really nice until about Thanksgiving, and then somebody leaves your refrigerator door open until.
Folks, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I live in Australia. Here we have wet and cold and hot and dry.
Yeah,
that's
you
our
have a
season.
wet and cold season and a hot and dry season. That's pretty much
That's
in
it.
Australia. Lately, in Australia, it's either wet and flooded the fuck, or dry and everything's on fire.
Yeah.
Actually, believe it or not, I'm a little bit worried about this fire season because we haven't had any.
Yeah, you're starting your fire season now, aren't you, Gaffa?
Well, no, we've had our fire season.
Have you run out of matches, Gaffer?
No, I'm worried. I'm a little bit worried. There's going to be a big one.
I'm writing.
No, aren't you, Gaffa? Aren't you in your fire season right now?
Yeah, we're in the middle of our fire season.
Yeah.
And we haven't had one, and that's the problem. Usually, you hear of spot fires here and there just to know that things are progressing normally.
Yeah,
but when you don't hear of one
they're
all season,
overcompensating this year.
no, you like to say that. We said that about Victoria about 5 years ago. Oh yeah, that was a big bushfire season. We'll never see another one like that. And the bits of Victoria that didn't burn that year got burnt really badly the next year. So our fire season, if we don't have our spot fires, it's going to be a big one.
Do they have fires in Las Vegas? I thought they had in Nevada. I thought most of it was in California.
No,
cactuses don't burn.
If we end up with a fire, it's usually up at Mount Charleston, David. That's
okay.
That's the part of the Rockies we end up here in Nevada. And actually, right now you can go snow skiing. They got a 52-inch base, I think. I can't remember. But you go up there, you go snow skiing. Elevation, top of Mount Charleston, where Lee Canyon is, where you go snow skiing, is about 11,000 feet. So,
nosebleeder.
So speaking of America, Hazy, I know you're going back to America. When do you think? Eh?
Yeah, I will be.
And when do you think that might be happening?
Fucking who knows, Gapper? Who knows?
You fucking got to know.
I don't know when I can go and visit my mother at the moment.
You're a lucky fucker that you went when you did.
Yeah.
Tom, my brother's 50th birthday got canceled. That was a real disappointment that I couldn't be there with my brother.
I was lucky. Listen, I was lucky. When I come back from America, I still had some money left over. And I didn't want to just spend it on myself for anything. So what I done, I booked a holiday to Spain because Kate had a rough deal in America, and she come back really ill. And it took because what people don't know is that a week before we went to America, they put Kate on a first ever treatment for Crohn's, which was methotrexate, which is really fucking serious shit. And you're not supposed to be in the heat with her and everything. So she was taking methotrexate, where she had to inject herself all through the trip. And then when we come back, she was really, really ill, like really ill. We done a lot in America, and it really, really fucking took its toll on her.
You know what,
so when I come back,
about 2 weeks.
because I budgeted for certain things. When I was in Worcester, I didn't spend as much money as I imagined I was going to. So when I come back, I still had a couple of grand left. So instead of just wasting it on myself, I booked a fucking holiday for a week in Spain, so Kate could have a week of relaxing on the beach.
There's not that much to spend money on in Worcester.
Yeah.
No, I know there's not. Especially when every fucker's buying you dinner and shit, you know? I mean, it was just fucking...
No, that was...
All I could spend it on was
nothing.
beer.
That was just a flash in the pan. That wasn't any big deal.
Yeah, but yeah.
That gave me so much pleasure. You wouldn't believe
so
how
luckily, we had 2 holidays that year. And hindsight, it was the best thing I ever fucking done, you know? Because then we had Christmas, and after Christmas, the world fucking turned to shit.
Yeah, that was the same thing that happened to me. I haven't done anything since last Christmas. I was supposed to go see Tom. I was going to go to my brother's.
Actually, I was going to have a 70th birthday bash.
Well, Grant was going to have
another party.
Grant was going to have his hootenanny thing. What he has?
Yeah, Grant was going to have a party this June. And I was thinking of going to that because I'm done with committees. I can travel again for myself. But yeah. Hey guys, I'm going to have to cut it. I got to.
Well, Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year to everybody.
Okay, Happy New Year. Thanks for having me.
David Collins, Anthony, Gaffa.
Thanks for having me up, buddy. Night, David.
Coming on the panel. Ironhead Garage. Lisa.
Later, everybody in the chat.
Have a good one.
Ironhead Garage, Shandog.
Yeah.
25, are you still in here? Shandog.
Dry Shaft Drew, Shandog, VW Nut. Thank you all. So we'll probably do this next week at 1 o'clock from the garage.
1 o'clock from the garage. You got
1 o'clock from the garage. So everybody have a good week, and we'll see you next week.
Next week. Later.
Later.